stadium is mid-sized in terms of capacity. Its capacity for decibel level virtually unmatched. Like when Kenny Wheaton took back the pick. Legends like Mariota and LaMichael ran wild. Welcome to Eugene and Autzen Stadium, home of the Oregon Ducks. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the 18th ranked team in the land, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Ducks will kick it away to start. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The offense set for a first down play. Looking for space. It's Dawkins. Still running at the 40. He's off to the races. At the 20. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Ohio State. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the PAT makes it 7-0. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Offense getting set for first down. They go to the ground. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way on who wins this one.
And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. They'll try to get the first through the air. Pocket starts to collapse. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack. The Ducks will punt it away on 4th down. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. Makes a move. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full, because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Then that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score, David. See if they can do it again.
Yeah, and I find it hard-pressed they're not going to give it right back to him. You break that long of a run, get a touchdown, Jesse, I'm assuming he's going to touch it again.
You're absolutely right, David. Everybody in this stadium, I think, is expecting him to get it again, too. Big-time players make big plays in big games. Let's see what he can do here.
Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. Use the play fake, now to throw. Going for 6. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
Well, the defense is going to have to find an answer for this tight end down in the end zone. You cannot allow that guy that much space.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
He just had no rhythm in that line.
Ball in the air, intercepted! And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And the senior just took that one out of the air and sends it the other way.
It's so nice to see defenders squeeze that pigskin. A lot of times, in great position, you see them there to make the play, but there's a reason they play defense. Not this time. Great job securing the interception.
And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. The give to the tailback. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
They'll leave it with him. And the Buckeyes are stopped, but not before getting the first down.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the day. He's been a workhorse, continue to feed him, continue to create balance in this offense. But what a nice day by this young man running the football.
Give to the running back. Bulldozes him. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio State. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Hall to go up top. Quick strike complete. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
They'll go with a direct snap. Only able to pick up a yard before he stopped, and now it's 4th and 3.
At the 32-yard line. Now, 4th down.
You want to talk about a decision that could blow up in your face, going for it inside your own 40. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. And that pass intercepted. Trying to take it back. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Lining up to add another. And the extra point makes it 28-0. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it.
28, Oregon, 0.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Maybe they learned something from their opening script of plays, David, but other than that, this has been an abject disaster.
And I think they learned what not to do. I mean, this has been an abject disaster. They haven't done anything right, offense, defense. Palmer, this one's ugly, and it's still early.
Yeah, I'd normally say, well, it's first quarter, just don't worry about it, there's time, but
Worry.
this is the worst start you possibly could have had. So they need to score a touchdown right here.
And they do a really good job. Not as easy as it looks to get those blocks. And he picks up the first down.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a rhythm.
Leaves it with the back. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Hall will throw it. On the run, still looking. He's got it. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Really good job when this play went off script, and that's the job of a tight end. Find the soft spot and stay in the quarterback's field of vision.
Yeah, and it's just frustrating to play this kind of style of quarterback. That's always going to extend the play, make it harder on you as a defense. You got to guard longer in the back end, and just did a nice job getting outside the pocket and getting into the big fella at tight end.
Looking to go up top on first down. He'll pull it down. Knocked down at the 29-yard line. Picked up 15 yards on the play, and he's got a first down.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back. He's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick them up and put them down, and I'm faster than most of your other guys, too, so good luck stopping me.
And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter.
Second down. That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Ohio State 28, Oregon 0.
What's going on, guys?
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Motion trying to get the defense to show its hand. Slings it downfield. He's got it. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
And when you get zone coverage and you're running curls and the wide receiver sprints off the ball, you know what happens? That DB starts to bail, and that wide receiver comes back, and it's easy pitch and catch for the offense.
This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes.
What a nice answer by this defense. You give up the big play, you respond right back, you get the sack, create some momentum for your side. Nice job by this defense staying with it.
This drive was rolling, and then it got thrown into reverse. Here's a 2nd and 18. Hall to go up top. Feeling some heat. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Quarterback moving. He breaks a tackle. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
And it's right down the boulevard.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute them.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Starting a drive like that really builds confidence. First down from the 45. The give to the left. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. On the run, it's Dawkins. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
Fires to the tight end. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Well, and you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. Here's the handoff. Finds a crease at the 20. Touchdown, Ohio State. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Ohio State, number 33, with the carry.
Come on, defense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and the score is 35-3. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Rice fell behind early, and it's been an uphill climb since. Thing is, this is a program that's worked the portal about as well as anyone. These kids are tough and could just find a way. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to NC State. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Trying to impose their will with the run. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. And the Ducks want to pick up the tempo.
Third down coming up.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Heaves it on the run. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. The Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Takes it the other way. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And this defense coming out with points of their own. What an interception return. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick six. On the run from inside his own 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. The give to the lone running back.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
Here we go. Freedom. Go.
He's looking to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
All right, that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down? And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. Absolutely perfect. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind. So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. He'll call for the fair catch here. Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Hall will throw it. Trying to burn this defensive back. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. And after the interception, able to get it in plus territory, taking it back to the 41.
Dude, 2 drives, 2 INTs. I don't know who the backup quarterback is, but I might start thinking about doing something there. Goodness gracious, keep turning the football over. Can't do it. Can't put your defense in a bad spot time after time.
To the air on first down. Unloads to the right. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
This offense has a 2nd down play. After the incompletion, they go back up top. It's complete on the right side. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. They're looking at a third down and short from the 33. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Catch in the middle, it's Paul. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Ohio State.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. He'll come out throwing on first down. Deep shot for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Ohio State. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Hall to go up top. Quarterback adapted. And he's just run out of bounds, maybe living to fight another day there. It'll be a loss on the play. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Buckeyes will line up to kick off and start the second half. Fair catch called for and made. Has it back, and here comes the offense. Nothing went right in that first half in the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006, Michigan State down 35 to Northwestern at halftime? They somehow came back and won the game. But it all starts on one play, and that has to happen here on this first drive for the offense.
Yeah, the first possession, because your possessions, you're only going to get so many possessions, and you got to score on every single one of them. Offense, defense, special teams have to play out of their mind, but they have to believe.
From the gun, the ground game. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Hall will throw it. Trying to get to him. Buys a little extra time. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains.
Bug, meat, windshield. Ouch. You cannot make a living as a quarterback taking those kind of hits. Nice job scrambling, getting the first down. Let's not do too many more of those.
In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. Unloads it left. Pulls it in. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
Well, if they're going to get back in this game, they need more plays like that. That was something that was missing in the first half. Explosive plays in the passing game, and they get one here, trailing early in the 3rd quarter. Let's see if these receivers can make more plays like that as this game goes on.
And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. This is a designed run. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still, just a very short gain.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the designed quarterback run game going, but moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Really, really nice football play. Man, I got to understand option football. I got to play my responsibility, make sure that I know what I'm doing. Look at the linebacker. Great job doing that. Staying patient, getting to the quarterback, making the big tackle.
Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Really nice 3rd down sub defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th. And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Here comes the option. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play.
Well, that's just on the defense. I'm sorry. Fullbacks are not supposed to be able to rip off big runs like that. The defense, they better do a better job tackling as this game goes on.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Handoff to the single back. Plows through the defense. That's a live ball. Oh, look what I found. The offense keeps it.
Man, what a break. Great job falling on the football. Great job having some awareness. The running back coughed it up, but teammates there to pick him up, fall on the football. Listen, it's lucky, but it's a good job by the offense.
They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Buying some time. Finds his tight end. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity, because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
They'll keep it on the ground. Crosses the 30. He's got away. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And the route is on. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
59, Oregon 6.
Bringing it back. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return.
Oregon Ducks will take over 1st and 10.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Hall to go up top. Looking for space to the left. He'll try to do it himself. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
He was trying to push it downfield. He was looking for a receiver, trying to make a play. You could tell the pressure started to get to him a little bit, nowhere to go with the football, and just fights back to the line of scrimmage.
Wide receiver shows motion. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
And you want consistency from your quarterback, man. You don't want the up and down. You don't want the roller coaster. And last week, man, you had the highs of highs, and now this week, just off. He's all over the place. He's not completing the ball at a high percentage, and you just want to find some middle ground and some consistency so this offense can find out exactly who they are and build it consistent.
Finds his man, and they convert. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the 1st down there.
Yeah, and you've got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks were, and because of that, he gives up the 1st down. Need to just be a little bit more aware as a defensive guy.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Wide out in motion. With jet sweep pass. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Ohio State 59, Oregon 6.
They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. Grab behind the line. It's Cole. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
I really like the slot receiver, and I understand he's not the biggest guy in the world, but he just runs really good routes, and he's always under control. He can run option routes. He can run double moves. He does a great job cutting, and he's dangerous after the catch. Nice weapon to have work in the middle of the field.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. The give to the back. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They've played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
Got it, looking for the 1st down. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
So difficult because my eyes tell me as a defensive guy, he's handing it off. The offensive line's blocking run. I got to go get it. Quarterback pulls it, throws it to the right. It's kind of like that hidden hat game. Like, where's the ball? I'm always trying to find that daggone thing.
The Ducks with the 1st and 10. The give to the back. They get him stopped at the 30, but not before he gets 5 yards.
I know the passing game sells and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Hall will throw it. And it's another interception as his assault on the record book continues. Taking it the other way. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Ohio State. How about that D coming up with a play like that? That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the 4th quarter as they go for their 6th straight win. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Memphis needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Bluff City behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Temple. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. That last pick six after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
42 spike.
To the ground with the back. Runs through a tackle. Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31.
That didn't bust for a long one. Now, third down becomes very manageable. It's not third in eternity. Now the whole playbook, short passing game, long passing game, all of it's available.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Hall to go up top. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
And how about the hat trick? Like adding insult to injury. You got him in passing situation. You know what's coming. All I'm doing right now is trying to pad my stats and get those sacks.
And the Ducks will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we see miracles in college football all of the time, and they could use one here. The Ducks decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They have dropped a hush on this entire stadium, David, by controlling this game.
And there's nothing like shutting up the home crowd. You love it. Nothing like having a big lead in the fourth quarter, Palmer, and not having to stress or worry.
Yeah, really impressive just seeing how they were able to take everything from the practice field this week and apply it to game day. They've been locked in all week with the game plan, running and throwing the football, man. This has been impressive.
Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting to find ways to win games and you expect that you will perform well enough to do so, that's really hard to stop.
It's a mindset, Reese. This team has it right now. You can tell their players trust each other. Big situations arise in games. They're looking at each other in the huddle on the sideline, expecting to make the play that's going to help them win games. This team incredibly mentally tough right now, Dave.
And you start to build that mental toughness when you start to string together positive weeks and you start to string together positive plays. Now you know you can do it. It's not, we talked about it in the offseason, oh, we want to do this. Now you're starting to execute it and put it together on the field.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.